Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Welcome to another day in Azeroth. John, Karen, Galarak, Mendy, Piotr, 777, hey it's Bird. Welcome guys. Thank you all very much for joining me today. Perkwitch, good morning to you. Kind of getting a little bit worried. I'd have to look back at the historical footage from stream to stream, but I do feel like every day we sign on there's like kind of fewer people hanging out in Stormwind. I want to put together like a time lapse from like the day before the new raid came out, Stormwind City Center, and like then every day after, like kind of spliced together, because I have this feeling that there are less people here than there were last Monday. But anyway, moving on. We are going to go to Stranglethorn today. Not to do any questing, because level-wise we've completely passed Stranglethorn. But we need to work on some Herbalism. I'm hoping I can do Herbalism in Stranglethorn because we're going there to work on fishing. So I'm hoping we can do Herbalism and fishing for a little bit this morning in Stranglethorn. And then after that, I'm sure we'll run some more ZF. Maybe even do some questing in Tannerus. Darkshire is as close as we can get for now. John Rex, welcome to the stream. Gene, good afternoon to you. Welcome. Tannerus, also known as Tannerus. I know some of you want me to say it Tannerus or Tanaris, but I say it Tannerus and Feralus. Why? Because they sound good together and you do them around the same level. So it always made sense to me to say it Tannerus, Feralus. It ends the same. Tanaris has a weird cadence to it that I don't like. I'm never going to say it Tanaris. Even if you've heard a developer say it that way. I've been saying it the same way for 20 years. Listen, I used to pronounce Elwyn as Elwian. So at least I'm not still calling Elwyn Elwian Forest. At least we got past that. Because yeah, when I first started recording WoW, I called it Elwian. People did not like that. They were very confused. And John, you missed the Rebel Camp flight point? Yeah. Me too, man. The one good thing about not questing in Stranglethorn is that I didn't have to rant for half a dozen hours about how travel on Alliance sucks and how we really need them to add some flight points to SOD. At least I didn't have to have the please add flight points to SOD rant for the 20th time. It's, you know, it's good. Like, I love Stranglethorn. Great environs, great music, great questing. Travel sucks on Alliance side. If I can skip Stranglethorn on every single character that I level in SOD, I will. Unfortunately, because I'm playing Alliance. If they added a flight point to the Rebel Camp, I would be a lot more prone to want to go questing there instead of grinding Scarlet Monastery. You know? Mark, you want to try out Season of Discovery, but you have no idea what spells to use with runes. You just kind of grow into the class, man. At level 1, you're going to buy every single rune. And all of your runes are going to be listed here. They all apply to a different piece of gear. And some of them are abilities, and some of them modify existing abilities. The great thing about being level 1 character and having all these runes is that you don't have all of your equipment pieces yet. So you kind of ease into runes, because at first you can only equip like 3 or 4 of them. And then you get a pair of gloves, and then you can equip another one. And then you find a cape, and you can equip another one. And all you have to do is read these, and you just pick which one sounds cool to you. That's basically it. That's all you have to worry about, especially for like the first 20 or 30 levels. Read your spells, read your runes, just pick the rune that sounds cool. And then like you can start worrying about specializing like once you get higher up in level. But it's pretty, you'll know, like the descriptions are written pretty well. And nothing in SOD is as complicated as like speccing a character is in retail. So it's all pretty plainly written, self-explanatory. CNET, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. We missed you last time. Thanks for being here today. What race do I recommend? Anything you like the look of. For race, it's for me, when it comes to races, like the racial abilities don't matter. Yes, there are racials. They don't matter as much as liking what your character looks like. They don't matter as much as liking the starting zones that you end up in. So just find a race that you like the look of. They start in different starting zones, so like look at the vibe of the starting zone, decide if that's the vibe that you want for the first little bit of the game, and go from there. Ooh, I don't want whatever that buff is. We don't want the Blood Moon. Let's go talk to the troll at the front here. He'll get rid of this for us. I don't want to worry about PvP. Let's just get rid of this madness. There we go. The world is back to normal again. Yeah, no problem, man. The best thing you can do for yourself is just take your time, experiment with different classes, different races, see the different starting zones. They're all very unique and offer different experiences. There's a lot of content, so just take your time and enjoy it. Alright, moment of truth. Let's turn on herb tracking here. And let's see if we can pick any herbs in Northern Stranglethorn, or if we're going to have to figure out where else we can level that up. You're level 46 now? Nice, man. That's nice. It's perfect. I'm sure at some point today we'll do some ZF. But for the first little bit here, I'm going to work on getting professions leveled up. I have my Hearthstone set in Tannerus. So whenever I'm ready, I can just hearth back and put a group together for ZF. Alright, here we go. Goldthorn. Yeah, we can get Goldthorn, can't we? I'm pretty sure we've already picked a bunch of Goldthorn. We might be good here. Yeah, Goldthorn we can do. It's orange, so that's kind of scary. Patrick, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Mount you get at level 40, and like the total, yeah, the total cost is about 50 gold for the mount and the training, which is half as much as it is in Classic. Alright, so maybe what we'll do, maybe we'll run down the coast. We can kind of work on, maybe we can work on herbalism and fishing kind of at the same time. I don't really know the best herb spots here. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff here that we can't pick yet. Khadgar's Whisker. I don't think I can loot this one. This one's going to be red. Yeah, 185. Guys, we're at 180. Like, I'm really close. We need to find like 5 more Goldthorn. And if we can do that, then I can get into Khadgar's Whisker, then that can ease us into other things. But yeah, this might be tough. Let's mount up. King's Blood. Can I do King's Blood? If I can't do Khadgar's Whisker or King's Blood, then I don't know. We might have to go somewhere else. Okay, thank God. We can do King's Blood's green, so might not offer us a skill up, unfortunately. Leah, good afternoon. It is going well. How are you today? That did give us a skill up. There we go, 181. So 4 more of those, and we'll be in good shape. I'll focus on herbalism for now. We'll split it up. I'll do herbalism, and then we'll head to Booty Bay, and we'll work on fishing down in Booty Bay. But for now, we'll just run around and chase yellow dots on the map. John, you're gonna hit 60 on your rogue today. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Yeah, you should start gearing up. And yeah, just farming coins, you know, like we talked about. Just farm a bunch of coins. Try to get into your tier 2 stuff. And if you can get into like tier 1 and tier 2 stuff, then you're good to start pugging. You can do some Molten Core pugs, ZG, BWL, AQ. Like a lot of stuff is open as soon as you start getting tier 1 and 2. And then you just gotta get sanctified gear to stack for Nax. I'm thinking about dropping this rune pretty soon and switching over to Scorch. I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab 3 points in Scorch, improve Scorch. The next 3 talent points that we get are going to go here. And so that's going to make it so Scorch makes the target more vulnerable to fire attacks. And this is a really fast cast time. I think it would be good to replace Arcane Barrage like sooner rather than later. There's got to be something better for Fire Spec that we could put in its place. If I go to the back... Yeah, I feel like Overheat. I mean, I feel they want us to take Overheat, but is Overheat really that good? I don't know if Overheat's that good. I don't like that it increases the cooldown of Fire Blast. Maybe I go back to Frozen Orb and I just have more AoE. That could be good. If I switch over to Scorch for, like, single target, then I could go into Frost Orb again. Yeah, when it comes to purchasing the tokens, like, read the tier set bonus. Don't look at the stats or the name of the gear, because the names are all the same. Look at the tier set bonus and make sure the tier set bonus that you're purchasing is the one that you want. Because I also definitely messed up at one point and bought ranged boots instead of melee boots, and that sucked. So yeah, and like the stats, like you can't really tell by the stats or the name of the items. You just got to look at the tier set bonuses. I stare at them and say them out loud before I purchase the item now because I'm so paranoid about buying the wrong item. Alright, if I were a bunch of herbs, where would I be? Maybe in like the center part of the island here. Peninsula. We've got some Goldthorn right here. Does Goldthorn typically spawn near water? I didn't think that it did. But this one's like right on the edge of the water here. There we go. Justin, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here. The Scarlet Uniform armor pieces count as sanctified. Where do those come from? This is okay. We're at 184. We need one more skill up. Maybe I can remember where this is at, and I can come back for it. Okay, let's see if we can get one more skill up, like right here. Nope, we can't. 2 Khadgar Whiskers right nearby that I can't pick. We need to get anything else, get to 185, then we can come back for these. The crafting professions make the scarlet pieces. Okay, so yeah, so there might be some, yeah, that's right. There were a couple of pieces that we got off of the auction house for our sanctified stuff. I think it was like bracers and 1 or 2 other items that we were able to get off the auction house. Life root. Here we go. This will give us the skill up that we need. Purple lotus, I don't know if we can do yet. And it might not matter because it looks like somebody picked it. Let's head back. See if we can find those Khadgar whiskers now that we're 185. What's down here? Oh, these are life root and purple lotus. Let's grab these really fast. Okay, that's a lot of murlocs. Feel like we're gonna have to kill these murlocs if we want these herbs. Melissa, good morning to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Let's go check out the purple lotus and see if we can actually pick this. $210. Oh my god. We're pretty far off from 210. So that's a little bit concerning. I guess we have a lot of herb picking to do here in Stranglethorn. If we're expected to get to 210 to pick Purple Lotus, it's going to be a little while. Got about 15 skill ups to go. Either there are other people out here herbing, or there are not as many herbs as one might expect to find in a jungle. Fade leaf. Can we do fade leaf? Yes, we can. So our goal is to get the 210, basically. I want to get the 210 if we can, and then we will do some fishing. We got Goldthorn over this way. Oh boy, I'm having a weird issue where like I don't have a, you guys can probably see it, I don't have a mouse cursor in the game right now. Like the cursor is there somewhere, you can see that I'm highlighting the quest and Questie with the mouse, but I don't get to see the mouse. I've had this happen once before, and I don't remember what I did to fix it. But as you can imagine, it's hard to play the game without a mouse cursor. I'm gonna keep at it for a minute, you know, I'll try a reload. Before I restart the game or anything drastic, I'll try a reload. But I think it's a Windows thing when this happens. My mouse is fine on my second monitor, but when I bring it over into the game, it just disappears. Oh, there it is. Hey guys, the mouse cursor's back. Ooh. Technical problems. I am not in the mindset to deal with any technical problems this morning. So I hope that's the last of it. Because yeah, I've had this happen before and it just like, it becomes a real pain. I think it's something to like some weird interaction with Windows 11. Because it never happened in the past. I've played a lot of WoW, and this is something that's only happened to me on Windows 11. And I guess that's really the only evidence that I have is my own experience. Yeah, I'm so blind that I often have to zoom in the minimap super close to figure out where the herb is. And it's the ground clutter, you know, if I turn the ground clutter to like 1 or 2, then we'd probably be able to see the herbs a lot easier. But with the ground clutter on, and without things, like nothing shines in Classic Era, it's like a search and find sometimes, until you zoom the map in and stand right on top of the yellow dot at max zoom, and then I can find it. But yeah, it's literally sometimes like a little search and find. A mini game unto itself. Find the herb in the ground clutter. I wonder if there would, yeah. Maybe we'll run into like strangle kelp and stuff while we fish. I don't really want to get distracted by running to the water right now, because that will lead to fishing, and I really want to focus on herbalism first. Is the War Within thing a good deal? $30 for 30 days of game time and the expansion? I mean, it's a good deal to anybody who wants to play War Within who doesn't own it. Which, at this point, I don't really know who that is. Yeah, like, I was tempted to pick it up for my EU account, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, because I'm just not convinced I'm going to be playing a lot of retail until Twilight. And part of me just says, wait till Twilight comes out, or Midnight, or whatever the hell it's called. Wait till the next expansion comes out. A part of me is saying. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you are really hot to play retail, it's a really, really good deal. I think you get a character boost too, don't you? I feel like you get a character boost. Which, I mean, I hate character boosts. Character boosts are awful, but some people, obviously the character boost has a high monetary value. It has a negative value to gameplay experience, but it has a high monetary value. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a 70. Yeah. It'll give you a boost. I mean, that's still 5 hours of your time back. 5 or 10 hours of time, you know. And that way you get to jump right into War Within. Oh, you're stealing my herbs. Which way did you come from? Gross. Dante, happy Monday to you, man. I am doing well, and thanks for asking, and thanks for being here today. JP, now you can't look away from how stiff the character model is on the mount. Yeah, it's one of those things that once you notice it, it never stops bothering you. That's why I'm never as excited to get the mount as I probably should be. Because I know the days of having an animated character model are over. Wayne, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for being here. Mendy, that's awesome you're trying out the healing mage. Let me know how that goes. I might try it at some point. I'm worried about getting sucked into healing forever. Especially if I end up liking it. You've been seeing a lot of the Dwarf Hunter bots? Ouch. I feel like I'm pretty oblivious to that kind of thing. The only time I notice is when I look at their names. Because their names are always, like, just gibberish. But I don't usually have player names on. So, like, with player names off, a bot just looks like any other Dwarf Hunter. Maybe all Dwarf Hunters are just actually bots. Maybe that's been the reality for a long time. They kept trying to invite you? Oh wow, I've never had bots try to invite me. I've been able to invite bots who I could see were killing the mobs I needed, so I kind of exploited them, because I could invite them, they would stay in the group for a little bit, then they would drop and I would invite them again. But I've never had a bot invite me. That's interesting behavior. They shouldn't be inviting people. Yeah, ooh, this is probably going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Apparently this guy's immune to fire or something? Don't know why. We are at 207, so a few more skill ups to go, and then we will head down to Booty Bay. The goal was 110 for today. 110 lets us pick Purple Lotus, and so far Purple Lotus has been the only thing here that we haven't been able to pick. So if we can get to 210, we should be able to just chill out here whenever we want to level up Herbalism. Which we should probably do a little bit every day. That's Robert to you, or sir. But I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. There we go. That is our herbalism goal for today. Let's take ourselves down to Booty Bay. Obviously, if we run across any more herbs on the way, we will stop and we will pick them. And then we're going to work on fishing for a little bit. I know, it's been a really exciting start to the stream, hasn't it? Herbalism, fishing, top tier content. Fishing is 164. I feel like our fishing is pretty low. We might need some kind of bauble or something to even be able to fish here in Stranglethorn. I don't really know what the limitations are. If 150 is enough or if we have to be at 200. We will see. Lael, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream and thanks for being here today. The add-on Fishbringer tells you all that info. That's cool. A lot of times chat just tells me. Sometimes chat replaces an add-on. I'm not really familiar. Is the purpose of the floor press, is that to make it so that your elbows only go back to like a 90-degree angle? I guess that could, when I think about it, that would be like the most significant difference. I don't think I've ever done a floor press. Well, there was a short period of time when I didn't have a bench at home. And when I didn't have a bench at home, then I was doing floor press, I guess, out of necessity. Yeah, so for a while, I did do a floor press, I guess. When we moved back to Michigan from Missouri, I did not get to bring my bench. And so for like 6 months, I had nothing. And then I had to do bench presses on the floor. That was wonderful. Wonderful time in my life. So I guess I have done them. I was always worried with that. Yeah, I can see how it would help with shoulder pain if you don't have a lot of shoulder mobility. My problem with that, I thought like maybe I was probably not hitting the full muscle group, you know? I feel like because from that position, the bar would not be directly across my chest at that height. So I did it when I had to, but I never really went back to it because I always thought that I probably wasn't hitting the entire muscle group with the floor press. It limits you to the highest point of intensity. Huh, that's interesting. I guess I would probably try that if I could lift heavy. Like, I would have to lift heavy to like test that out. I don't have anything heavy enough to really push myself on bench press at home. Unfortunately. One day before I die, I want to have like Olympic weights, at least 200 pounds of Olympic weights and a free weight bench press at my home. Sometime before I die or become physically incapable of lifting weights. Whichever happens first. That's the dream. Like, sometimes I don't really want to do a full workout. Sometimes I would love to just go do some bench press. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just want to go do some bench press. Sometimes I don't want a full workout, but I just want to go do some squats. And that's like all I want to do is just a bunch of squats or a bunch of bench press. And like if I had a free weight Olympic bar with like heavy weight, then that would be great. Then I probably wouldn't work out as much because I'd probably like have those moments when I just want to focus on the one motion. But yeah, it's expensive and I am broke. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna take a couple weeks and I'm gonna stop my bench press motion at that 90-degree angle as if it were contacting the floor, and I'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know if I feel any difference. Because I do feel like there's value in the motion past the 90-degree point. I feel like there's value in muscle building to be found like in that lower point. So I'm curious to see like what it feels like to just skip that part and stop at the 90-degree angle. Stopping at the 90-degree angle is what I tell people to do when I'm teaching them how to do bench press. Like, it's kind of like introduction to bench press. Do not extend your shoulders farther back than this point. Make sure your elbows stop at 90 degrees. But for like someone who's been at it for a while, I just wonder what I'll get out of it. I'll try it out and see. At the very least, it'll be muscle confusion for me. So maybe I'll see some benefit of it just because of the muscle confusion. I could head to Booty Bay. I said I would head to Booty Bay, and you know what happened? I started chasing yellow dots. It's so easy just to like start chasing the yellow dots. Let's get on the road. Yeah. You guys got me talking about workouts and stuff. Like, the surest way to distract me from everything I'm doing is to get me thinking about working out. Which thankfully I already did today. If I hadn't already worked out today, I would be starting to feel erratic right about now. Thankfully my workout for today is done. Oh geez, hey, these guys are level 44. I can't wander in here all willy-nilly just to herb stuff. If I want that herb, I'm gonna have to be careful and I'm gonna have to fight for it. I might, well, no, I'm not gonna skip this herb. I can't really afford to skip any skill ups. So we're gonna have to fight our way. I bought a bunch of water and a bunch of food, level 45 stuff. So we should be good there for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna clear these guys so I can get that that gold thorn sitting in there. I'm gonna have to kill all these guys, I think. Okay, this may or may not be possible. Maybe I can do this, maybe I can't do it. We are about to find out. They are just chunking the crap out of my health. There's no way. There is absolutely no way. Our gear must be really, really, really bad. Are we just in like a bunch of trash gear? You know what? I don't even want my body back. We're gonna go fish, because yeah, that was horrifyingly bad. We got killed instantly. Two mobs hitting us and we were dead. That's scary. That is actually really terrifying. Now we have at least 10 minutes to fish. And then I guess we're going back into some group content. Because we're not going back out there. We could probably do the questing in Tannerus. That stuff's a little bit lower if we want to do questing, because the higher level stuff here we're not going to be doing. Alright, do we want to buy like a... We have probably night crawlers we can equip. I don't know if a night crawler is going to be very useful for us. And then we could probably do a bit of alchemy now. But we don't have any leaded vials. Maybe we can find a trade goods. There's an alchemist here, so maybe we'll check them out in a little bit. For now, we fish. I bet it's easier for line of sight to fish over here on the lower dock. So that we just have better line of sight to the bobber. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit better. Mitosh, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for being here today. Yeah, we're fishing now. We worked on herbalism for a while. We got herbalism up to 213. And then after this, we're probably going to do some ZF. After we work on fishing for a little bit. While we'll do fishing, we might do a little bit of alchemy too. I put a bunch of stuff on the auction house today, guys. The Firefin snappers that we don't need anymore, the Firefin snappers were selling for like 2 gold and 20 silver. All of the oily blackmouth that we had, that stuff sold for like a gold each. I put a bunch of the older herbs that we don't need for alchemy, a bunch of stacks of things like life root and stuff up for a lot of gold, so I'm hoping some of that stuff sells. And then we'll actually make some money off it, because we're down to 23 golds after the training that I did this morning. I had a bunch of new ranks. Yeah, CNET's here today, so we can do tank, heals, DPS, and just find a couple DPS. We don't have to 3-man it. If there's people, we'll bring some people. It'll go faster. Yeah, my herbing is 213. We could find Fire Bloom in Tannerus, and it sells for like a gold each. Gold 20, so that's really good. Yeah, then I'll definitely continue the herbalism journey out that way. Because we could probably fish there too. If we can fish in Stranglethorn, then we should be able to fish in Tannerus. I guess I should look for a recipe. We have raw rock scale cod. And I wonder if there's a recipe for that. Because our cooking is the next thing we have to get back on track. We're at 173. Which feels a little bit low for approaching level 40, or level 50 rather. 3-man ZF, can it be done? It can be done, but we don't have to. We don't have to, unless we can't find anybody, and then we will. But yeah, it can definitely be done. The run will go faster if we bring a couple people, you know. At least one more person. Because I'm gonna be every single pull. If we try to 3-man it, that's the cost. Is that every other pull I'm gonna be and then you're probably gonna have to wait on me to drink, and then, you know, 2 pulls later I'll be again. You get the picture. Yeah, it's easy to find 2 damage dealers. We need to find somebody with the mallet. Maybe we should do the mallet quest. So that we have a mallet. No mallet to swing between the 3 of us. It's sad. If we do enough runs, eventually we'll come across somebody with a mallet. Eventually it'll happen. From ZF from yesterday? I don't know if he ever did. He did. If he did, he didn't talk about it. He didn't show it off. I was hoping he would put them together and show it off. But I don't know if he did. I don't even know if he... I mean, he rolled on them, so I'm assuming he understood that you can make an awesome epic. Maybe there's a step that you have to do that I don't remember. I remember just, like, clicking on them once they were equipped, or clicking on them in my inventory. And that's how I combine them in Season of Mastery. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to see it. I've never seen both swords drop in the same run. Even when I made the weapon in Season of Mastery, I got the swords in different runs. So they're supposed to have like a 1% chance to drop. Unless they increase that chance for Sod, which they very well could have. If we see them again, then we'll know that they buffed the chance to drop. I got 3 minutes of res sickness. After that, I think we'll go check out the alchemy, see if we can do a little alchemy, and then I'll be ready to hearth out of here and think about getting a ZF together. I'm assuming we'll put it together really quickly when we go to do it, so... a few more minutes. Justin, an epic BOE dropped in the Oldemon run you did yesterday? Me too, man. Me too. It was a tanking shield. Yeah, it was a tanking shield, and I was like, damn, that's a really nice shield. I think I'm gonna use that someday on a character, and I rolled need on it. But apparently everybody else had rolled greed on it already. So I upset a couple people in that group. And now the shield's chilling in my bank for the day that it'll be used on like a level 40 something tank. Yours was a sword. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, it was really, I never expected an epic to drop, so I feel like that has to be a Season of Discovery thing. A tanking shield. Yeah, CNET. It is a tanking shield. And it, yeah. I should check it out for you. Like, maybe you can wear it. Do you want the shield? Because I'll give it to you. If you're gonna equip, if it's good for you to equip and you'll equip it, I'll give it to you. Because otherwise, it's worth 200 gold on the auction house. You know, we found out. I'll grab it out of my bank before I head to ZF and we can check it out. I forget the stats on it. It had like 1800 armor or something crazy. Yeah, it had like 1800 armor on it or something nuts. But I don't remember what the other stats were, or if the other stats were useful. I already got the expert book, so that's done. I was hoping this guy would have some recipes. I really need some recipes for all the fish we just fished up. I'll have to put them in my bank and then see if we can figure out where the recipe comes from later. We've been catching the yellowtail. That's not going to give us skill ups. This one I don't know. Rock scale cod recipe. Maybe I should look that up really fast. Rock scale cod. Recipe. Ironforge, Hillsbred, Ogremar. Okay. So I can find it in Ironforge. Back in the Forlorn Caverns. Okay, let's just go do that. Really fast. Everyone in your run needed for the sword. I'm kind of used to that too. You know, I feel like servers are different, but I have definitely played on servers where when a BOE epic drops, or really any kind of BOE, everybody rolls need. Because, you know, even if you're not going to equip it, oftentimes they are valuable on the auction house and everybody needs gold. So yeah, I've definitely played with people, and at times when the normal thing to do when a BOE drops is to roll need on it, especially if it's a really good one. But that might not be the thing on Wildgrowth, and those people definitely did not like it. So yeah. Would I do it again? Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. I would do it the same way again. We're gonna grab this recipe. We have to repair somewhere, and then I gotta visit the bank. I could also mount up. That'd be a good idea. Traveling fisherman.
Hey.
Isn't it kind of an oxymoron to name your stationary brick and mortar shop the Traveling Fisherman? Isn't that kind of like an oxymoron? It's a rhetorical question. Okay. Let's see. Where did it go? It's 175. Oh my god, I need 3 skill ups. I have like 4 recipes that are waiting for 175, and I need 2 more skill ups to get to 175. Okay. What can get me to 175? Maybe I just buy some tangy clam meat on the auction house and see if that can get me to 175 so I can learn all these recipes and get them out of my bags. Because right now they're taking up 4 bag slots. It's kind of crazy. See, I didn't even think about it. I saw it. It was really good. I thought, I could use that. And then I rolled need. And that was it. I didn't even really look and see what other people were doing, but they all rolled greed on it. One of them wanted me to give him a chance to roll. He was like telling me I needed to let him roll on it. I was like, no, you had that chance when the box popped open and asked you to click a button. That was your chance to roll on it. This is going to be like probably way too expensive for me, but just experimentally, if I wanted to purchase these last couple of things. Oh, that's not too bad. Let's buy 10 of these and see if maybe we can get our 2 skill ups. That would be amazing if we can do that. I feel like there are more people hanging out in Ironforge today than there were in Stormwind. Isn't that kind of weird? This feels more dense than Stormwind felt today. Stormwind felt kind of frighteningly empty. I'm starting to get worried about like the lack of people in Stormwind when I log in. But Ironforge looks healthy. Alright, we just need 2 skill ups off these 5. Okay, that didn't give us a skill up. Okay, that one didn't give us a skill up either. Okay, we got one skill up. Two more chances for a skill up. There we go, that's it. 175. 176. Now we can learn all these. Layer 1 will be packed. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. I guess I kind of forgot about layers. I also didn't realize they layered major cities. I kind of thought that would be the place where you were allowed to see everybody. But I guess not. Let's cook all 16 of these. That's some nice skill ups for us. Once we get the 225, there's a quest in Tannerus we have to do that involves turning in a bunch of different items, which we'll probably just have to shop for on the auction house. Alright, to the bank we go.
You got my attention?
CNET, here's the shield, man. Let's see. It's got 1,895 armor, 30 block, 5 stam, 10 spirit, 10 shadow resist. It's a level 41, so it's a little bit old, but it's an epic, so even at level 46, 47, it might still be good for you. It might still be good for you and last a while, depending on what you have. And what's available. I'll put it in my bag in case you want it. Let's see. Anything we want to drop in the bank? Tempted to drop some of the alchemy stuff. Or we can just go work on alchemy a bit. But we're getting close to... We're getting close to cap for now. Yeah, the epic is probably better. I mean, the epic has more armor and a lot more armor and more blocks, so you might as well wear it. Because I might never get around to wearing it. I might level a warrior one day, but if I leveled a warrior, would they really be a tank? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, let's get a repair. I don't know why I didn't auto repair at one of the vendors, but maybe the person in here can't repair me. I don't know. I saw weapons. I'm assuming they can repair us. Somebody in here should be able to repair. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm gonna hearth out of here. And that'll put me back in Gadgekstan. And I'm gonna go fill my coffee and have a bite of sushi. And then we can do this ZF. We can get into some ZF. I'll be away for about 5 minutes. It won't be very long. But I do want to get coffee and grab a snack before we dig into things. Alright, I will be back. God, the sound effects here are so loud. Let's turn that down a bit for you guys. Sorry about that. Alright. Here we go. My inventory is still not good, you know. What can we do? I think stashing the herbalism stuff in the bank is probably a good idea. We'll sell whatever little bit we can. Stuff we don't need. We don't really need to eat these. We already got the skill ups. Yeah, let's put some things into the bank. I don't need the neck. I do need the staff. So let's do that now. Moonberry juice is old. These healing pots are kind of old.
Keep it real.
Okay. And then we'll put all the herbs in the bank.
Yo.
Alright, that looks pretty okay to me.
Keep it real.
That's almost as good as it gets around here. There's probably like one or two more things we can sell. We probably don't really need the bandages, we haven't really been using them. The banana bread we can sell. I don't know what some of this stuff is. An unabridged autobiography, I just feel like I probably don't need that in my inventory. I don't really know what that is. I don't really know what that is. Yeah. The rest of these are for quests that I probably won't do. I don't know. Actually, they might have been for quests that I had here. Actually, I might have needed one of those. Let's abandon this one. I think I'll need to re-pick that up to get the item back. Alright. Anyway, that's good. That's an empty inventory in my book. I'm happy with it. Why don't we see what we have going on in the queue? We have all paladins going on in the queue. If all we can find is paladins, then we'll 3-man it. Yeah, we don't need to take a bunch of paladins. I guess we could maybe grab one more paladin, but I'd rather not. But I definitely don't want 3 paladins, 2 mages. That just seems really silly and pointless. At that point, I'd rather we just 3-man the dungeon. Same thing here. If all we can get is 4, let's just go with 4. I'm gonna turn on some actual music. Let's see. Let's do let's do Elven Forest today. Rachel, good afternoon to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. We're gonna get killed by these elites, guys. Inches from the instance, we're gonna get annihilated. Okay, we might live. Yeah, we're gonna just barely survive. We are taking a frightening amount of damage from every single thing that hits us. It's very scary. It's kind of crazy to not be able to find DPS for ZF. I mean, I guess we could find DPS. If we only wanted paladins in the group, then we would be having an amazing time putting a group together. I can't believe there's not one druid or rogue or warrior or warlock or priest or like just any other class. It's kind of nuts. I guess paladins are in a really good place in Season of Discovery. Really strong tanks. Yeah, Season of Pallies. It really is. It really has been. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm fine formatting it. If we just can't find anybody within the next couple minutes, let's just get going. We'll tell this person we're going to format it, and if they're down with that, then they'll do the run. If they're not, they'll leave, and we'll find somebody else. And if we can't find anybody, we'll just 3-man it. It'd be more XP that way, I guess. You think it's because of the Scarlet set for Paladins? It's probably like a combination of things. But it definitely is like, if you give a class really cool stuff, like a really cool set of gear, then yeah, like more people will want to play it. Yeah, but I feel like they've done a few cool things for Pallies that have kind of like brought people to the Paladin class. I remember back in Phase 2, Pally DPS was bottom tier. We were a Paladin. Back during Phase 2, we DPS'd a lot of Scarlet Monastery. And I had to put all those runs together myself because no group wanted to invite a DPS pally, so in order for me to do runs, I had to put together every single group. Which was not great. The thing is, like, nobody wants to heal. I don't even know if it's just confined to Paladins. Nobody likes healing. Is this guy, like, in the zone or something? Where is he at? Yeah, he's on the way. Yeah. We're gonna format it. Unless by the time he gets here, there's, like, a Clothy or somebody else. Oh, another Paladin, guys. Another Paladin has joined the queue. They should all queue up together, and then one of them could heal, and they could do a full pally run. Because apparently those are the only options. Let's clear until he gets here. I'm fine with, like, yeah, I'm fine with pushing my buttons. Let's do it. Oh my god, we have a druid in the group? No way. By the time he gets here, we'll probably have cleared most of the run. So maybe he'll be down to do the next run. I'm lagging. I haven't dropped any... Oh, my tank is lagging. CNET, are you lagging, man? CNET, you are a little teleporty. You teleported around a little bit just there. I saw you. It's okay. As long as he stays connected, I don't care. Just stay connected, man. Stay with us. Stay with us. This lag will pass. I'm gonna call your ISP right now. Let them know that you need to tank for us and that we can't have your ISP going down right now. And now I'm going to sit and drink back all of my mana. The level 45 water is not bad. Unfortunately, we're not going to get anything better until we hit level 60. We can get the water from Light's Hope Chapel. From the Argent reputation. There's a Conjure Water book that you can find at level 55. Or for level 55, okay. That sounds really good. I wonder if I can buy one off the auction house. Because sometimes those are bind on use of the books. So like maybe we'll look on the auction house at level 55. Because yeah, like no matter what, our mana issues are really bad. You know? Like there just is no real solution for it, but better water would help out a little bit. We have to sit out like so much. It's probably going to be the same in raids, unfortunately. That's going to be hard on me, like having to sit out for entire packs in raids. It's at Winter Spring, the same place that we got the hunter aspects. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming that's like a level 60 thing, like we have to be level 60 to get that, so we'll have to head out there once we hit level cap and get that done. Or we could just buy the stuff from Light's Hope Chapel, which I think is still better. Either way, we'll have options. The new water we can learn in Winter Spring, that's a sod specific thing. I'm pretty sure that's sod specific, but the water you can buy at Light's Hope Chapel, like, that's always been in the game. This one drops some plate gloves, 17 strength and 14 attack power. Yeah, Junine, we heard about that when it was talked about originally, yeah. Yep, that's part of the reason why we're playing SOD, because the servers are going to be around. They don't know if they're going to add a bunch of content to the game or do any big content drops, but they are going to continue to support it. So yeah, it's basically a permanent game type now. Yep. That's part of the reason why we're still here playing it.
Sands consume you.
There we go. Cloth gloves. I'll roll for those. Yeah. Let's make sure that we put our rune back up. I was gonna say preferably before we get into combat, but yeah, no. We're in combat now. I'm gonna have to hide over here to get out of combat. Because that was Living Bomb that we don't have now. I definitely need Living Bomb to do anything. Especially if I'm gonna AoE stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to help. And I don't want to keep getting stuck in combat, so I'm going to hide over here until they're all dead. Why do I hate druids so much? It's not fair to exclude them. I mean, I can exclude whoever I want. If we're talking about like who I invite to group and who I don't invite to group, like that sort of thing, then that's just my personal choice, and I can do whatever I want in that regard. It's just a video game. No problem, CNET. There we go. I'm fine now. Now we may continue. Well, that was fun while my mana lasted. Let's go ahead and evocate. Is Pally better for tanking? I think tanking on the Paladin is much easier than tanking on a Warrior. I think it's more effective, and I think it's easier to be effective on a Paladin than it is on a Warrior. You just have, like, more AoE tools. And then again, I haven't seen a lot of Warrior tanks in SOD at all. In fact, I've almost exclusively seen Paladin tanks in SOD. And I think that kind of speaks for itself. Yeah, I think if you want to tank in SOD, Pally is probably the best way to go. Not that other tanks aren't viable. We've even seen rogue tanks tanking Nax. So other tanks are viable, but I think that Paladin tank is really, really good. Easier to hold aggro, easier to establish and hold AoE threat. I think that's the name of the game. Easier to establish and hold AoE threat, and probably single target threat too. So yeah. One day we're gonna finish leveling our Paladin. Whenever I think I want a tank in SOD. Because I've realized that that's all I'm gonna do on that character. I don't want to do melee DPS on another character, I don't think. So whenever I want a tank in SOD, then we'll dust off the Pally. The Yak, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, for now we're on the top of the charts. You just gotta wait until we're doing raids. Don't worry. Once we're doing raids, I'll be right back at the bottom, holding up everybody else. Holding them high. Yep, but for now we'll top the meters, because it's 5-man stuff. It's a lot of fun, though. Hey, I'm having fun topping these meters. Even though ultimately it probably won't be that way. Oh man, isn't it lovely being a tank here and getting turned into a frog every 5 seconds? You're turned into a frog. It's so frustrating, especially in classic era when you're a warrior tank and you can't establish any threat before you're turned into a frog. Be grateful that it's SOD and that you're a Pally, and that you're not a warrior tank in classic era. Because, oh man, ooh, it's tough. And now for the funnest part of the dungeon. The most exciting part. That was a nice time to level up, right when we were out of mana. And that is level 47. I'd be worried about going too far. I've seen this event bug out a couple of times. I don't know what bugs it out. Just that, yeah, I wouldn't go too far from the pyramid. And now we wait. It's really interesting, like, I've kind of been paying attention in the periphery. In this run, we have had a druid in the group that hasn't been here, we have had a priest in the group that hasn't been here, and now we have a hunter in the group. That's fun. Oh, look at that, that was really nice. Yeah, I think that was obviously, like, the best way to go. Oh boy. I am out of there. You guys have fun with that. Yeah, okay, good. I think the NPC back here started healing me. That was fun. Not good. It's not good. We really don't. If we die during this event, we'll probably just reset the instance. Yeah, because you can't really die. You can't really die during the event. Because yeah. So like we'll see. I think we're okay. I think if the Pally's alive, we'll probably be okay. And maybe he can res us. Basically, the NPCs can't die. Yeah, if the NPCs die, then the event doesn't continue, and then the doors don't get unlocked. We can't proceed down here. That's the only thing. So yeah, it looks like we're good. He should be able to res us. Maybe, if he gets out of combat, I guess. Oh, we got the leather chest piece dropped. That's cool. Yeah, we should be fine. They should wait now until we talk to them, so we're fine. We are okay. See that? What a dumb tank. How dare he? Well, you got a little overzealous, that's all, buddy. It's tough to fight them when all the ads are down there like that. There were just too many ads down there. It's weird. When you try to rush this place, it can be weird. The instinct is to just rush through it and try to get through the event as soon as you can, but sometimes weird stuff happens. It's easy to get carried away in early game content. Early game content is meant to be kind of plowed through, so yeah, it's easy to get carried away sometimes. And part of it is intentional. Part of it is like, let's see how much we can do. Let's see how hard we can push. So part of it is getting carried away, but part of it is intentional because, you know, the content's not necessarily hard while you're leveling up. Alright. We are good. Oh my god, we have a 5th person! We have a hunter here with us! I wonder if he was in the instance and he got to roll on the chess piece. No, it doesn't look like he did. He did bring some friends though. There we go. These guys are still helping us out, that's cute of them. We got a couple of quests there. One was for the guy that we have to have the mallet to summon him out. I'm not sure if that means somebody with us has the mallet, or they just have the quest. We got a main hand axe. And the Ace of Dunes, which I think was a random drop. Oh, hey, Cena, I got that shield for you and I just completely forgot. I just completely blanked. Obviously. There you go, man. Enjoy. You didn't have to give me gold, man. I didn't even see that. You shouldn't have given me anything. I was just trying to give it to you, man. You didn't have to give me gold. Now that you've given me the gold, I'm not going to trade you back. But enjoy the shield. I would have given it to you for nothing. 100 gold. 100 gold is half of what I could have sold it for on the auction house. So I feel like I still made too much money off of it, obviously. But I was going to give it up for nothing. But I appreciate the gold anyway. And I don't refuse things, so I'll take the gold. I'll take the gold, you take the shield, and yeah, enjoy it. These things have a nasty petrify. They petrify you for like 10 or 12 seconds. We are in combat with... Oh, there we go. Somebody had the mallet. So, there we go. Perfect. Somebody had the... I don't know if they said anything, or if they just simply went and popped it. Felt like they just went and popped it. Would have been a great time to have slow fall keybound, but we're okay. That's some nice mail. 15 strength, 8 agility, 10 stam, 11 intellect. It's a good piece. I mean, paladins wear plate at this level, but I mean, that's good for what, like a hunter, a shaman? Could be, it still could be good for a DPS paladin. Yeah, it looks like the dude rolled on it. Our other paladin rolled. It is a solid chess piece, even if it's not plate. I guess we are running out. You want to do it one more time? I could probably do it one more time. Maybe do it the entire time with all... Oh, no. I was gonna say with all 5 of us, but yeah, that didn't work out. It's fine. Maybe we can pick up somebody else. Maybe we can even pick up a non-paladin. I know it's hard to think about, like, what are the odds, but just maybe. There we go. Yep, a warlock's nice. I am gonna bile really fast once I'm outside the instance. Looks like we got mail from the auction house. I'm hoping that everything I put up this morning sold, because that would be like almost 100 gold. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, where is our warlock buddy at? They are in Theramore. Okay, let's go back to town. Let's empty our bags. I think maybe we have a quest to turn in, maybe not. And then we'll come back. I thought we completed the quest, but maybe it didn't turn in here. A Tiara of the Deep. Oh, that goes to Tabitha in Dustwallow Marsh. Okay. Maybe we will turn that in. Some Godzilla turns in Shimmering Flats. So we could go turn that in really fast. If we wanted to make the run out to Shimmering Flats, let's go do that. Just get that one turned in. A little bit of bonus XP for us. There we go. We have a trinket now that will increase our mount speed. Let's put that on. And we will head back. Oh, the same thing happened again, guys. I lost my mouse cursor again. Oh, that's so weird. I wonder why that keeps happening to me. Let's do a reload. The reload kind of fixed it earlier. Yeah, no, not this time. What a strange issue. Yeah, like on my second... Oh, there we go. It's just like... I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna have to look into this. It's really inconvenient to lose your cursor while playing WoW. Really, really inconvenient. It's the second time it's happened to us today. I don't think it's ever happened twice in one day before. Could be an add-on thing. It could be some kind of weird add-on interaction. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I was thinking maybe an add-on. Very weird. The thing is, it's sometimes I'll go weeks and it won't happen. Like, this is the first time it's happened to me in like weeks and weeks. One time it happened to me, I felt like I had to restart my computer to fix it, which makes no sense. But I swear that's what I had to end up doing. So yeah, today it's happened twice in one day, whereas like I said, I haven't experienced it for a while. We'll see if it keeps happening. I'm trying to figure out what I do. It feels like something causes it, but I'm not sure if it's me clicking off into my second monitor. That didn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. It's gonna happen at a very bad time. Like, it's gonna happen during a raid. It's gonna stop me from clicking on a target or something like that, you know? I mean, I can get by with that. I can tab target and stuff, but sometimes you just have to click a thing. I have a couple of abilities that I have to click, like Evocate I have to click, Potions I'm clicking. So, and depending on when it happens, it could be very inconvenient. Do I have an app in the background of my main monitor? I don't think so. BattleNet. I have BattleNet behind the game. I'm gonna move BattleNet landing page over to my second monitor. But besides that, no, I don't have anything up behind WoW now. Now WoW is the only thing on my main monitor, so maybe that'll help. Just keeping my main monitor clear. Google says it could be outdated mouse drivers. It probably is outdated mouse drivers just because I'm using a mouse that no longer gets produced. So, yeah, it's a Logitech mouse, but I'll have to see if I can use my G-Hub to see if I can download drivers for it, because it's an old mouse that doesn't get made anymore. So it very well could be a mouse issue. Thanks for looking into that, Amy. When it happens, it feels like I'm having a mouse issue. Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. And then the weird way that I fix it by clicking, I do a reload, but then I click on a bunch of stuff on my second monitor, and then I bring it back to the main monitor, and then it's fixed. So it almost does feel like a mouse issue. Did we lose the Warlock? Oh, wait, wasn't he here? We just can't keep people today. We just can't keep people today. Wait, what was the deal? Well, I don't know. I don't get it. Did he drop group to toss somebody a summon, or what's going on? Either way, I guess it doesn't matter. He's gonna come back. Okay, sure. I guess I can just be patient. If that's what has to happen. Is he summoning people? Is he working his side hustle right now? He's working his side hustle while we're trying to get the run started. That's what's happening. He's trying to do his warlock thing. Are we dancing? That's what we're doing. Okay, we can dance. It's fine. I think I'm dancing with the hunter's pet. You dance with Bat. Yeah, I'm dancing with the hunter's pet. We crit for 666. It's a good sign. Sebastian, good afternoon, good evening to you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Alex, you've always wondered if I've played a little game called RuneScape. A little, not too well-known game. Kind of an under-the-radar game known as RuneScape. No, I never played RuneScape. I was a WoW person, I wasn't a RuneScape person. I also never played EQ. But I do want to play RuneScape Dragon Wilds. Because I really like Valheim. And I like the idea that there's this world, this lore behind RuneScape that I don't really know about, but like that lore and that world will be present. So I might play that. But at this point in my life, I doubt I'll ever play like classic RuneScape. Kind of missed that one. Missed the boat on that one, as they say. God, I need more mana so bad. Like, basically half the run is me not having mana. Oof. It's not going well. So when you guys said the Warlock was coming back, what you meant was that the Warlock was never coming back, right? That's what you guys actually meant? When we were talking about the Warlock? Yeah, I see how it is. Yeah, Dragon Wilds does look good. I don't think I want to play it in early access, but what I worry about is, like, I think about Valheim, which has been in early access for like 20 years. Valheim's never going to leave early access. So when I decide not to play a game in early access, I worry that it's going to be like that. I worry that they're never going to actually put it in 1.0, and I'm never going to have a solid, like, stepping in point. And so, like, I don't really want to play a lot of early access games. But at the same time, like, who knows when or if a 1.0 will ever be released with games like that. What is it with the preponderance of people that are just bouncing from our group today? Is that normal? We have invited so many people as our 5th member, and they just leave. Like, they never make it into the run. I don't understand, like, if they don't want to do a run, why are they in the queue? If they don't want to do a run, why are they accepting invites? Like, I don't understand what's happening with people in this game today specifically. It's been really weird. So many people just coming into the group, they're in the group for a little bit, and like just as they get here or before they arrive, they bail. Like, I don't understand it. Hey, Alex, thank you so much for the membership, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you for that, and thank you for being here today. If we want to wait for somebody, let's wait at the boss. Like, let's clear. I think we're fine to clear, and then if we get to a boss, we can wait. I don't want to wait for someone who's probably going to leave before they get here. You know, like, that's been our experience, is like, people have not been sticking it out, so maybe we just keep going. Alex, thank you, man, for the $5 super on top of the membership. That is incredibly kind of you. And a lot of support. Thank you. We can clear slowly, but I feel like it's okay to keep going. And now we're going to drink until I have all my mana back. We're just going to sit here. We'll chill out. Everything here in the courtyard is basically dead. And now we have our full group is together for the first time today. We are finally doing content with 5 people. It's crazy. We do have a talent point we haven't spent, and I'm going to put it into Improved Scorch. And once we cap this out, I'm going to look at replacing Arcane Barrage in our rotation with Scorch, and maybe picking a rune that's going to help fire out a little bit more. We'll see. It doesn't look like we have too many good options, like for the back rune, so I might just go back to Frozen Orb, so we have a little bit more AoE. But it feels kind of weird to keep using Arcane Barrage. I wonder if I could be level 60, still firing off like continuous Arcane Barrages as a Fire Mage. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the way to go. Doesn't seem like using an Arcane spell as a max level Fire Mage is the way. But then again, the alternative is taking a Frost AoE, or taking something that drastically increases the cooldown of Fire Blast. Probably gonna have to do the Fire Blast one eventually, and just, you know, figure out how to work with that. That's a decent neck piece. 50 armor, 13 stamina, really good tanking item. I mean, I guess I asked for that one. I only put 3 living bombs up. I put 3 living bombs up. I didn't spam Arcane Explosion. I was trying to be a good mage. Do we have the Frost Firebolt spell in Sod? Yes, that's one of our options. That's what I'm using. If you're Fire Spec, then you take Frost Firebolt. If you're Ice Spec, you take the other one, which I don't remember what it's called. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna need a res. Anybody can do it. I'm not picky. Yeah, in Season of Discovery, there's lots of class changes. Classes are all very different. It's one of the cornerstones of Season of Discovery that all of the specs are very different. You have a ton of new abilities, both on-use abilities and passive abilities. It's the big deal about SOD. How differently all the classes play from regular Classic era. Only the Paleys can res. Yeah, I guess mages... do mages not get a res? Mitosh, do you not have a res, man? That'd be embarrassing. You don't have a res? Oh my god. What? You get scrolls, but they're expensive. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that needs to change. You guys should definitely just have a normal res like every other healer in the game. So that's the only thing that makes sense. I think the mage heals by dealing damage, so you put an ability up on players, and then you do things that deal damage, and then that heals the party. Something like that. It's similar, I guess, to how Discipline Priest works in retail, where you heal by dealing damage. That's why you always see him on the meters. That's why he's always very significant on the damage meters. It almost seems like kind of a scary way of healing because it's sort of outside of your control a little bit. You don't have a button that can like just top somebody off. So you just spam your abilities and you hope for the best. It's probably oversimplifying things. But that's what it feels like. I'm a frog. Man, I was a frog for a while. Yeah, as far as healing goes, it looks like it would be a lot of fun. It might be one of the only actual fun healing specs. Are you doing swim today, Amy? I had kind of planned to come. I mean, though today is just class. Yeah, I had planned to be there, but I don't have to be. I mean, to be fair, the only extra stuff this week is the game tonight and the game on Wednesday. And that's it. It's not too much more. Dante, he definitely knows that because he probably is German. Yeah. Well, it sounds better in German. At least I don't have to read it in English. But thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I see it now. Now that I've actually looked at it, now I can see it. Now I can hear it. So I appreciate that. Oh god, did we break the event? What have we done? Oh no, there we go. I always get worried and then they all spawn in. It's like they wait to spawn in until I get worried. Yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't put my fire down there. Seems a little sketchy. That was a good time to level right as I started getting hit. Alright, so that is level 48. Very nice. I don't think we want to pull him like this again, do we? Oh, we want to do this again. Okay, okay, okay. I thought, like, because of how it happened last time, that maybe we would do it a little bit differently, but I'm fine to try it again like this. It worked a lot. I don't know what happened last time that we just, like, wiped, but it went fine this time. There's a leather chest piece for the second time in a row. Let me get some mana back here before we initiate the boss fight. Oh, Mitash, you had no mana last time. Oh, that'll do it. I didn't notice that. Sorry. Yeah, that explains it then. Ah, yeah, it was just a mana issue. Okay. If it's just a mana issue, then so be it. Alright, we are good to go.
Great to meet you.
There you go, there's the big bad pauldrons. 12 strength, 8 agility, 12 stamina. Very, very nice. Of course, the stinky fart won them. CNET, did you not need those? Maybe you got something better. I hope you didn't need those. Right on. Cool. At least somebody needed them, I guess. A no mallet for us this time around. What's the plan after this? Probably done with dungeons for today. I don't know what I'll do, but I think this will be my last run for today. Maybe we'll go kill turtles and grind some turtle meat for cooking. That sounds like a good idea. And I think tomorrow I'll do a little bit of questing. While there's still stuff in Tannerus that I can do that I'm not out level for yet. I'd like to quest a little bit in Tannerus. Even though we're kind of getting to the point where we're going to be past that. I don't want to end up in a weird leveling spot between dungeons I can run, you know? So I don't think we're really running anything else until what, like level 54 after this? 54 is Blackrock Depths, and like 55 is stuff like Lower Blackrock Spire. I'm just trying to make sure that like if I need to quest, I still have decent options to do that. I'm a frog, I'm a frog, I'm a frog. So yeah, because if I'm thinking about dungeons, I guess, well no, there's Sunken Temple, but we're not going to do Sunken Temple because Sunken Temple is a raid, so we're not going to be doing that. You can start BRD at 48. Oh no. You think so? Maybe we hit 50 first. I'd feel okay doing it at 50. The first half of it. I don't know like the differences between like what bosses are the first half and which ones are the second half. I mean, if we can do that, then sure, then we should do that. But we'll probably do that next time, though. If we can start doing BRD at 48 or 50, then we'll start doing it as soon as we can. I guess that's the best way to approach it. These boots might be a little bit better than what I have, so I'm going to take them. Not going to equip them right now. But we'll see. I think level 50 would be a good place for us to jump in. But that's going to depend on like questing. I'm going to try to do as many quests as I can in Tannerus, with the hope that the Tannerus quest will get me to 50. And then if the Tannerus quest get me to 50, then we can start doing BRD. And then it should all be gravy after that. The tar monsters in Ungoro Crater take bonus fire damage. Yeah. I mean, I do hate those guys because they cause a lot of trouble for my melee characters. Do I hate them enough to go grind on them, though? I'm not sure. If we're desperate for questing, we'll go into Ungoro to quest. Like, if we have to quest more, it's, you know, it's going to be full of quests that we can do if we want to. As much as we can, I would like to grind dungeons to get to cap on this character. On the hunter, we focused on quest, I feel like, until we got close to cap. So on this one, I want to just grind as much as we can, basically. I just know there's a limit to how much ZF I can do, and for today, I'm at my limit for ZF. Tomorrow, we will do the questing, we'll get to 50, and then 50, we'll start trying to do BRD at some point. Thank you guys for the runs. I really appreciate the tanking and the healing. It's always a fun time whenever we can run stuff. So thank you guys. I am going to get myself back to town. And then I think I'm going to run over to Steamweedle Port. I'm going to grab all those quests. I'm going to try to grab all the quests here. Just make sure that I have all the quests. And then I could take a look and see like what I want to work on, what I don't. But I think I might start by farming some turtles up, so that we can get our cooking to 225. We want to get our cooking to 225 while we're in Tannerus, because then we can grab the quest. That'll let us take it to 300. So guys, your homework is to get to at least level 50. And then either tomorrow or possibly the day after, at some point we'll do BRD. I think tomorrow I'm going to do the Mage again. On Wednesday though, I want to get on my Hunter for a bit. On Wednesday I want to get on my Hunter and look for a Nax Pug, because our weekly reset will be up. So I think that's what we'll do Wednesday. So we'll do Tuesday Mage, Wednesday Hunter, and then Thursday back to the Mage. I just want to try to get that one Nax run in every week if I can on the Hunter. That way I don't feel like I've abandoned them.
Talk to me.
That's right, you guys are higher level than me anyway, so you guys are already all set. I'm the one that has to get the levels. Definitely tank it, Mitosh. Or here's the other thing, like, if you heal it, don't let them do the hard mode for the trash. Like, as a healer, insist, if they turn hard mode on before the trash, insist that they do the trash on 0 hard mode. If not, we won't do the run. Because yeah, doing the trash with the hard mode on was stupid. It just made me angry because of how inefficient it was. People just died all the time to stuff that they didn't have to die to. It's just repair bills. It's repair bills and downtime that don't need to happen. Like, downtime, pointless downtime while we have to res people and rebuff really bothers me. And yeah, there's no benefit to doing the trash with the hard mode on. I think that was probably like one of the big issues. I'm sure the bosses were equally stressful, but I felt like the trash was oftentimes just stupid with how easily it could kill people. Yeah, see, the bosses were fine. It was the trash. Yeah, so there you go. Like, just refuse to heal it unless they'll turn the hard mode off for the trash, is what I would say. But ideally, you just get the tank, if that's what you want to do. A slightly smaller raid size would be awesome. If we could actually go into Nax with just like 20 something people, that would be better for me than 30 people. If I could just like do the fights with 20 or so. Like, I'll take whatever I can get, because ultimately it's a pug and we just take what we can get with pug life. Yeah, the fewer people the better for me. Do you get better drops from the trash if hard mode is on? I don't think so, but ultimately any trash drops are like just potential, you know, like you can potentially get a trash drop. It's not worth having the hard mode on, even if some of the random drops are better, but I don't think that it is. I don't think enabling the hard mode on the trash does anything that could possibly benefit the group. The loot add-on's called Loot Reserve. This guy. And yeah, basically it's essential if you're gonna pug raids. Nice to see that we can still do a little bit of AoE solo. It's been a while since we've tackled mobs outside of a group. I just kind of want to make sure that we still can. Because I think all of our gear sucks. Like, the majority of our gear sucks. We definitely want to have track herbs on. There's purple lotus apparently all over the place here. Do I have ice block or is that from a talent? I don't have ice block. Yeah, ice barrier is from a talent. Oh wait, ice block I should have. I think I should have ice block, shouldn't I? Maybe I just don't have it yet. Maybe that's a talent too, I don't know. I thought everybody got ice block. But maybe we don't. And by everybody I mean all mages. Ice block might also be a frost talent. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was baseline, but it's not. It's a talent. I wish I had ice block. That would save my life so many times in 5-man stuff. Yeah, we can't fight on our own anymore. I'm so weak compared to how hard the mobs hit, and I'm just not used to having to fight mobs on my own. That's the shitty thing about doing so much dungeon grinding, is I get completely not used to having to fight mobs on my own, and now I just feel like I'm bad at it. Oof, I gotta figure out like a better thing to do, because that's not working. Whatever I did there just didn't work. It all fell apart pretty much instantly. Ugh, it's gross. Yeah, I could use Cone of Cold for the slow. That's not a bad idea. I don't have any more action bars. I have no more room. I don't have any room. I'm not using this yet, so I'll just pull that off there for now. Perhaps that will help. We will see. I could just single target stuff and then I would never die, but I kind of want to be able to AoE some stuff. See, if I just single target, then we're fine. And now we're just out of mana. Oh, that's so sad. There we go. There's a little bit of mana back. Oh, he's leashing anyway. He doesn't have the patience to deal with us running in circles. There we go. That one at least is done. What's the flying nexus over there? It's yeah, it's a necropolis. There's this like a world event going on since Nax came out, where in different zones the Scourge will invade. And so permanently now in a lot of zones, you go into the zone and you will find the zone is overrun with necropolis and undead.
Money, friend! Keep it real!
What's up? Have a good one. Be good. Have a good one.
Alright, guys, I am going to stop right here for today. I want to go to my son's swim practice today, so I'm going to park myself at the inn. Tomorrow, we are probably going to do some questing here. We'll probably run another ZF just to get me to 50. And if we hit 50, like, quickly enough, then I'd love to get a BRD run in tomorrow. I don't know if we'll start getting the endgame coin currency if we do that or not. But it would be nice to get into that content one step closer to endgame. So yeah, thank you guys very much for hanging out today. Have a good rest of your afternoon or evening time. And I would love to see you back here tomorrow for more SOD. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.